All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to unpack a pretty provocative idea from our source material that they call the Great Brain Subsidy.
So, you know the story we've all heard a million times, right? Wealthy Western countries send foreign aid to developing nations like India. But what if that's not the whole picture? What if the real flow of value is actually going the other way? What if India is the one sending a massive, hidden form of aid back to the West?
Okay, so first, let's start with that common story, the narrative that, most of us think of when we talk about the global economy.
This is the standard picture, isn't it? We imagine money, resources, and experts moving from developed to developing countries to help with things like infrastructure, health, and education. It's a one-way street, or at least that's what we're told.
But the source material we're looking at today completely flips this map on its head. It introduces this idea of a hidden subsidy, and it's all about the story of human capital. Now that's a heck of a phrase. And just to be clear, that's not me saying that. That's the biting term the source uses to describe what's happening. It's a really provocative way to frame a process that is quietly reshaping entire economies.
So this is the key idea, the brain subsidy. And it's not about cash changing hands. It's about the incredible value that's baked into a person, their skills, their education, all paid for by one country, only to be put to work in another.
And to make this really hit home, the source puts an actual price tag on a single professional. Let's talk about the $40,000 doctor.
So just think about that for a second. You've got years and years of medical school, you've got professors, facilities, residencies. What do you think all that adds up to? $40,000. That's the estimated cost to train just one doctor in India. And here's the crucial detail. This isn't paid for by the student alone. It's heavily subsidized by the Indian public. It's a massive national investment in one person.
And this quote just perfectly captures the issue. That $40,000 investment, which was meant to build up India's own healthcare system, basically becomes a departure ticket. The doctor graduates, leaves, and all the value of that training goes with them, straight to a hospital in the developed world.
When you look at the whole system, the source argues it basically functions like a free university for the world's richest countries. I mean, think about it. They get the finished product, a highly skilled professional, without paying for any of the early, super expensive development costs. The process they lay out is simple and, well, devastatingly effective. Step 1. India pours money and resources into creating a top-tier professional. Step 2. That professional is trained and ready to go. Step 3. A wealthier country comes along and recruits them. And the result? The West gets this incredible infusion of talent for, as the source puts it, zero development cost.
So let's zoom out a little. What does this all mean on a bigger scale? What are the macroeconomic effects of this global imbalance?
Well, this isn't just about a few people leaving for better jobs. It creates this deep structural problem, a paradox right at the heart of the country's workforce.
Now, this chart really tells the story. On one hand, you see this huge bar representing India's massive share of the world's population. But then you look at the other bar, its share of the global health workforce that actually stays in the country, and it's tiny by comparison. That giant gap between those two bars, that's everything.
And the source uses another really powerful metaphor here, strip mining. It paints a picture of a process that isn't gentle or natural, but is actually extractive. It's taking the most valuable resource a nation has, not oil, not diamonds, but its best and brightest people.
And the long-term damage is huge. I mean, how is a country supposed to build its own world-class healthcare system or tech industry when its top talent is constantly being siphoned off? It creates what the source calls a structural economic straitjacket, making it incredibly hard to ever break that cycle.
So all of this brings us to one final and really difficult question. If there's one core lesson here, it's pretty clear. A nation's future is built on the minds of its people. The ability to educate them, keep them, and empower them, that's the whole game.
And this is the unresolved dilemma that our source leaves us with. So where does the blame lie? Is it on the individual doctor who is just seeking a better life and, frankly, better pay? Or is it on the system that can't create the opportunities to make them stay home? It's a question with no easy answers, and it really gets to the heart of this great brain subsidy.